There's a planet on the other side of the ring. A group of Belta refugees has claimed it as their home.
Hi everybody! So in anticipation for the Expanse Season 4 that's coming up on December 13th, I want to pick my top 3 The Expanse scenes from Seasons 1 through 3. So if this is your first God Academy video, be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you're already subscribed, hit the bell to not miss any of our The Expanse videos coming up. Boom, let's get right to it. Detective Miller has just been kidnapped by the OPA, and now he's gonna face off with Dawes Jared Harris. Don't tase me, bro, don't tase me, bro.
We are fighting for something precious here, Miller.
Sure. A fatter percentage of the docks.
You even think like an Earther.
You are something, man. You create a bunch of chaos. You stir shit up so you can ride in and save
No
the day,
idea
right?
how close we are.
Got to totally disagree with Miller on this one. Now, this is the story of a new nation.
I am talking about independence.
Oh,
With you as governor, it's a great idea. You know?
Miller is just too cynical. He's the kind of dude who finds what's wrong in everybody and thus helps to maintain the status quo, the unjust status quo here in the belt. So those who are fighting against the injustice, they're not perfect. And since they're not perfect, then everybody's shit, everybody's the same. Let's not do anything. Every man for himself. Nah, I don't like it. You know nothing, Detective Miller.
So, let's talk about Julie Mao.
Is she alive?
She chose to be OPA because she believed that what we are fighting for is just.
You took an innocent kid and you forced her to do your dirty work.
No, she came to me, asked me to help her. She knew what she was doing.
Good accent.
She was willing to make a sacrifice for us. She's more than you.
She trusted you. She put herself in your hands because she couldn't see the blood on him. Just like your sister. All right? Wasn't she like 15 when you let her die out on the belt? Sure. It's part of the legend you like to leave out. Everybody knows that story.
I doubt that.
You're just stupid kids, right? Rock hopping out on the belt. And what? You forgot to check her mag boots or something? She was your sister. She relied on you to keep her safe.
Would you like me to tell you the real story?
I'm sure you've told so many lies about it, you don't even remember what
Shut the
happened.
fuck up.
My sister
Miller.
Athena was touched by the hand of God. The most beautiful child in all the belt, the smartest. But she was fragile. Her bones were like chalk from spending a lifetime in 0G. She was never going to recover. An impossible burden for a dirt poor family of rock hoppers. And when she became too ill even to travel, I had 3 other sisters to think about. Our family was starving.
So you killed her.
And that makes me a monster. There was no script to bury her, so I laid her to rest in a beautiful bauxite tunnel that we discovered together. Do you know, it is possible to cry so hard that your tears turn to blood? And living with this pain, I came to realize that I have millions of brothers and sisters in the belt. I even count you among them, as I did Julie and Eartha.
So everybody dies for the cause.
Fuck up. You don't understand anything.
Now I tell you the truth about Julie.
Just tell me if she's alive.
If she was here right now, she'd spit in your face. You are everything she despised. A belter who preys on his own kind. But voila. Die as you lived.
Okay, whoa, this is very intense. Okay, fabulous acting by Jared Harris and Detective Miller. I don't know the name of the actor. Playing counter to him, being so cynical, and it actually augments and highlights all the little facial expressions and emotions on his face, and makes us now relate more to him, the so-called terrorist, than relate to one of the protagonists. So that's an interesting twist, but mostly it's, for me, it's the connection between the personal and the political. Sometimes in movies and TV shows it's a little bit heavy-handed. My father died of an illness, so now I want to be a doctor. My father was shot in an alley, so now I want to be Batman. The hopelessness of the situation of builders, poor builders on these rocks, and the hard decisions that you have to make that start with your immediate family, and then he takes that mindset and projects that into the entire population of the belt, millions of people scattered across the solar system. Let's go to number 2. Jared Harris strikes again. So this is the political debate, the caucus. The conclave is in the Vatican, where all the bishops gather to choose the Pope.
Thank you all for your presence today. We are here not as Black Sky or Inaros or Trader Capan or any other. We are Belters.
We're all together, we're all the same.
Historic opportunity before us. First, Eros. Now, Ganymede. Earth and Mars have pushed themselves to the brink, and they'll have to find a path to peace or risk mutual annihilation.
What then? The Bell is just gonna get an invite. Or the Inners are busy divvying up the solar system, huh? Yeah.
We can buy a ticket. The OPA just saved Earth.
Fred's assumption here is that the two superpowers will have to pursue peace. He's always peace-oriented and peace-minded, maybe / probably because of his history of not being very peaceful under orders of Earth. But when you fight for so long, you have inevitably a lot of people who are inherently mistrustful of the other side, are unwilling to see any other option than to continue to fight. They're all in. We know that from human history. When you have a power struggling for independence, there is such an incredible political momentum that it's just hard to stop. Flip a switch and say, okay, after fighting for so long, maybe now we can get along. The guys on the front lines, oftentimes, they don't know how to do anything else but fight.
And if that is not sufficient enough to earn their respect, we have their missiles. And that is our ticket to the table. But we must come together first. A unified belt must send a representative that speaks for all of us.
He's being rational.
Well, you look good in a suit, Fred. Arthur, who thinks he's a belter, goes home to Earth, begging for table scraps. And maybe he forgets about us, eh?
No. The belt needs a born belter to be its voice. Anderson Dawes should represent us.
So here he gains credibility. I'm not doing this for myself. This is what I believe that is right. This is a very strong argument.
I would be honored to represent the belt.
Super cool.
It's a beautiful dream he has, huh?
Earth and Mars at peace. And the belt, equal partners in that peace. But is it too much an Urta's dream? I do not doubt his heart. Fred Johnson has proven himself to be a true friend to the belt. But as much as I fear war between Earth and Mars, I fear the peace more. For that is when they will turn their sights back on all of us. Never. The inners are not like us. Urtas cannot look upon a thing but wonder who it belongs to, huh? To make it their possession. Possession is 9/10 of the law, they say. But that is not the way of the belt. We say the more you share, the more your bowl will be plentiful. And those that will not share, and if we are all Earthers, Martians, they see us as their possessions. Animals to test their new weapons on. And make no mistake, they will do it again. We must protect ourselves against this weapon.
So this is an incredible clash of worldviews, of political worldviews. Anderson Dawes is inherently pessimistic. His conclusions are derived from his experience in life. The Martians and the Earthers subjugate, exploit, kill the Belters. I prefer them to fight among themselves because there's a vacuum of power and we can use that as an opportunity to strengthen our side. We can't stop the conflict, at least for the foreseeable future, his life, people around him. Maybe in a few generations, who knows? But when you have that worldview, that conflict is inevitable, then you will find the possibilities of conflict everywhere. And inevitably, you will find conflict. A magnificent scene. It explains in a very concrete and tangible way the inherent differences between the cultures. We are not like them. Maybe Fred Johnson, because he used to be an Earther, he's like, things change, history changes, okay? So for Anderson Dawes, history always repeats itself. It's the same thing. The Martians and the Earthers are subjugating us, just like Earthers subjugated people before on Earth. Fred Johnson is like, there's a unique set of circumstances right now that is different from all that was before. Let's think about it rationally. Before we didn't have the protomolecules and the meal sides. Now we do. I love the Anderson Dawes character, but I'm with Fred Johnson here all the way.
But right now, we believe that we have destroyed the threat. When we took over Protogen Station, we killed the madman who made that weapon. We've seen arrows burn up into Venus. Earth knows that the rot is coming from its house. They almost lost their planet as a result. They don't want another arrows any more than we do.
Johnson says that we are safe. But I say, once a thing is written, it is forever.
That's very well written.
But I agree with you about the missiles.
Falotas, no, we divide them amongst the factions.
Dividing the weapons amongst the factions. Oof, that's a great recipe for unified success. This is a very smart scene.
Mirror.
Okay, so when I started editing this video, I was reminded of another incredible scene that I want to give an honorable mention to before my favorite scene of the entire show up to now, and that's the scene with Bobby when she faces off with her Martian general. She wants to know what happened to her team on Ganymede and why.
My dad.
He's going to be very disappointed in you.
First thing that's so awesome in this scene is how it all escalated so quickly.
What happened to my team?
You'll get a firing squad for this.
What killed my team? You watched that thing slaughter my team. We were a goddamn sales demo.
She's been such a good soldier the entire time, bottling her anger. Oh! Here it comes. Full-on treason. So that's, for me, only the setup. The real action, the real drama comes now. She's leaving MCR behind. And now the Cold War vibes are coming between Mars and Earth. Going over the Berlin Wall. Go, Roberta! This is an incredible shot, incredible shot. And the line, crossing the line, boom. This is just incredible.
Marshal, you are on UN soil.
I am Gunnery Sergeant Roberta Draper, Martian Marine Corps. I am requesting political asylum on Earth.
Boom, incredible. Very well done, everybody. Very well done. Okay, my favorite scene of The Expanse. This is my favorite character, Drummer. She's giving very nationalistic speech about a new nation coming up, articulating what makes them one people, because they're scattered all throughout the solar system.
Oye, Beltalada, listen up.
Starting out with a Belter language.
This is your captain. And this is your ship. This is your moment.
Remember what Anderson Dawes said before. They don't have anything. This is your ship. This is not my ship. I'm your captain. We're all in this together.
You may think that you're scared, but you're not. That isn't fear. That's your sharpness. That's your power. We are Belters. Nothing in the void is foreign to us.
That's like a coach before a game giving you a speech.
The place we go is the place we belong. This is no different. No one has more right to this, not more prepared. In your ladder, go through the ring, call it their own. But a Belter opened it. We are the belt. We are strong. We are sharp. And we don't feel fear. This moment belongs to us. For Beltalada! Beltalada! Beltalada!
Oof. I must have watched this scene 30 times. Gets me every single time. Every single time. And the fact that Nomi Nagata is there and she's the only one who's not cheering, that tells us that maybe she's not as Belter anymore as she thought. Maybe now she's part of another group. She's not feeling it. And the fact that everybody around her is feeling it is just making her feel worse about it. But this is just an exquisite speech. She contrasts again the them. You have to have the them in order to create the us, the Belters, the Beltalada. Okay, so as you can see, my three favorite scenes are inherently political scenes, but let me know what are your favorite scenes. Mention them in the comments. And let me know if you want more of these kinds of videos about The Expanse and other stuff. And if you haven't yet subscribed, be sure to subscribe to get all our videos, all the God Academy videos, be it about The Expanse or other stuff. We also have the God Academy podcast. The links for the podcast are in the description. Thank you, patrons, for supporting the channel. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, thank you everybody for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.